Oh, don't mind me. I'm just drinking my David's tea. Okay, let's get started. Welcome to Darling Little Artist. Today we are swatching the Holo David's Tea collab. So excited about this collaboration, so let's get started. Let's go ahead and unbox this carton. It's known as a super carton that has the 4 polishes in the collection. And just to get it out of the way, I know I'm late to this. I know that there's already another launch. I'm well aware. We finally are getting to it. And so that is what I'm excited about. Here you can see the 4 polishes. And let's see if they will slide out of here. Okay. All right. There we go. So we got there we go. We got all 4 polishes in their limited edition cartons. I don't really keep the cartons personally. I have boxes. I kind of want to keep this super carton though. I feel like this is so cute. It works so well with the collaboration. So I might keep this one. I don't know about these, but you know, I know people who do keep them and I respect it. So let me take these out. We got our first polish is David's Teal. Got here. We got Pearl Gray. Let's see, don't worry, I'll go over these. I'll go over all the polishes again. We're just unboxing them. We have Steep Dreams. And last but not least, we have Teal with it. And here are all the polishes together. Oh, this is such a good color palette. I love it so much. The colors go so well together. Oh my gosh, it looks so nice. I'm gonna take another sip of my tea. Oh, I'm so excited. I love also, let me just point out the Holo Taco mug that came with the collection. Was also sold separately, and I know it's sold out now, so sorry for bringing it up again. But it's so cool to have this mug, the Holo Taco mug. That's such a cute touch. I love that they did that. So I already have a base coat on my nails, so they're all ready. You may notice that my nails are a little shorter than they normally are. They've been through a little wear and tear the past couple weeks. I've been trying to be better with nail care, but you know, things happen. So I'm hoping I filed them down, and I'm hoping to let them grow out and get stronger. The first polish that I thought I would swatch with is the classic David's Tea color, David's Tea Teal Creme that you see right here. This is such an iconic color, and I'm so excited to finally have it on my nails. And I figured while I'm painting my nails, I can kind of tell you about my own tea journey. So when I was like growing up, I was always a coffee girl. I grew up with Gilmore Girls, and so coffee or drinking coffee was like a huge part of my personality. And so I would have tea sometimes, but not very often, and usually it wasn't like the best tea because I really didn't know all the stuff about tea that I know now. But for a while it was all coffee. And then in 2021, you may know if you follow Holo Taco, they came out with a tea creme collection where it wasn't an official collab, but they had kind of David's Tea posted a Simply Pics page for the collection, and so they had corresponding David's Tea products with the new nail polish, and that was with like the Tea Crumbs collection. Okay, so before I continue, I just want to show you this creme. It is really full coverage. I am actually really impressed by this. I don't know if I'm gonna need a full coat. I know Christine said that it was gonna be full coverage, if I remember right, like very full coverage, but I'm actually really, that is crazy. And it's really not that dark of a color. It's definitely not a pastel, which you saw that, right? You saw that. That was not smart. I'm glad I caught myself. The nail is not ruined. Okay, for anyone watching at home, the nail is not ruined. I can't believe I almost did that. But what I was saying is, like, you know, it's not like, I mean, it is a pretty deep color. It's definitely not a pastel, but I don't know. That is crazy how much full coverage that is. And that was so easy to work with, easy to put on, just like a lot of her cremes that I find. Let's go with Teal With It next. It's very similar color to the David's Teal, but it is a specialty formula, as you can kind of see the sparkle. So this is a metallic microfoil flake with hollow glitters. It looks stunning. I've actually already kind of played with it on my other hand. So I kind of know what to expect with this polish a little bit. One thing I did notice is that it is a buildable formula. So what I found is that you want to have thin layers, and it's going to take probably 2 or 3 coats to really get it on. I think I used 3 on my other hand. So this one, even though I don't know if I want it super close, but we're gonna go with it. Okay, so for this one, I'm gonna do the thumb and ring finger, because honestly, this one is I think my favorite polish out of the collection, just by looking at them in the bottles. I haven't played with all of them yet, but this one is the one I was most excited about. I love that it has like the classic David's Tea color, but it's specialty. So that, I think, is really why it's one of my favorites. Which this, I got like kind of a thicker coat, so I'm just trying to like smoothly put it on. But anyway, so I hadn't heard of David's Tea until the Tea Creme collection. And I ended up getting it because I never had loose leaf tea before. And so this was a really exciting journey for me. I learned a lot, and I kind of decided like I would try them, and that I would basically still drink my coffee, but I would kind of, instead of having like multiple cups a day, which I really didn't have that many, like maybe 2, maybe 3, but that was like really pushing it. But instead I would have like just my tea after I had my morning coffee. So hold on. I think I had a little bit too thick of a coat for this finger. Yeah, my nails are also like a lot shorter than I'm used to, so I'm probably just thinking of using more nail polish than I need, because I'm used to needing more of it. So we're just gonna clean that up, no biggie. I am just taking my cleanup brush right now, dipping it in acetone, and just kind of cleaning up the edges of the nail, trying to get the excess nail polish. It's kind of flooding the sides of my nail. That's good for now, but if you can see, they actually look really nice together. Like, I like how they're almost the same tone, and then there's just a little sparkle. Now let's swatch some Pearl Gray. It is a white crelly with hollow, shimmer, and microfoil flakes. So a lot in this polish. I was doing my whole like coffee and then tea routine. And then a couple months after I started ordering David's tea, I developed a stomach condition, which is a whole story in itself. But for what you need to know for like this part of the story is I can no longer have coffee. I know. It was so sad. I was devastated. It took a lot of months to process. And honestly, when I first started showing symptoms and they were trying to figure out what was going on with me, and it took like months of testing. So I really couldn't drink anything besides water, and I really could not eat a whole lot. So that was a tough time. But eventually, once they figured out what was going on, once I got on the medication, once I kind of was better at navigating what was happening to me, I realized that I could still drink tea. Now, it's not really recommended, so I am pretty careful and I try not to overdo it, but it brings me so much joy. It's such a cozy drink. And so now I'm a tea girly. So as you see here, I just swatched Pearl Grey. It is a pretty thin coat, so I'm gonna need a couple coats, which is totally expected. I mean, it's a light gray and it's a crelly, so no surprise here, but it's looking pretty good so far. So now I'm gonna swatch Steep Dreams, which is such a cute name. This is a navy crushed holo with micro shimmer, blue iridescent micro flakes. And I love crushed holo. I'm really excited about this. This is such a beautiful blue, a nice accent to the teal. And I think it's really gonna give the mani some depth. So this is gonna go on the pinky, but, oh, and my pinky is so short, I do not need that much nail polish at all. But yeah, it's been really nice to have David's tea and discover all their flavors, and especially when I had to go through that whole transition of getting off coffee. David's tea, one of the reasons why I love coffee so much is just all the different types of drinks that you can make with coffee and the different flavors you can explore. And I love that David's tea really has fun with their flavors, and really just it made it so much easier, I think, on me to give up coffee and to really make that change. And yeah, David's tea just makes it so fun. So it's been great. All right. I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna let those dry just to be safe. Ooh, let me clean it up a little bit. Right now, a lot of my favorite flavors of David's tea is, well, of course, Simply Maple Breakfast, which is what I'm drinking in the Holo Taco mug. Of course, like I had to, right? I bought so many bags of that just to help last me. I also like anything that, like, any of their coffee flavors, so anything that kind of resembles coffee. I'm really a black tea drinker, so that, because it's very similar to coffee. It gives major coffee vibes. Also, whenever I had coffee, I usually had lattes, because I could never do coffee straight up. So I always had lattes, and I didn't go too crazy with the lattes. It was very simple latte, just a little milk. So I have Simply Maple Breakfast. I like their vanilla cappuccino, any of their chais, matchas. For February, I'm doing a cinnamon sugar churro tea, which has been like so nice. It's a little bit sweeter than what I'm used to, but it's just a nice treat for yourself. So this is the first coat of all the nails. So the creme is, honestly, you could get away with one coat. I did kind of nick it a little bit, not too bad, when I was painting the other nails, so I'll probably just do another coat just to cover that up. And then the teal with it, when I painted it on this hand, I used a lot thinner coats, so I needed to do like 3 coats. This, I think I used thicker coats, which I didn't mean to, but that's kind of just what happened. Ooh, I need to also clean this up a little bit. So I think I'm definitely going to go with another coat. I'll see what a second coat does, if it's necessary. I'll see what the second coat does and if it's necessary to do a third coat or not. I think so, just to make sure that I get the tip of the nail properly. So we'll see how that goes. Pearl gray will definitely need at least another coat. I'm guessing it's going to need two. I'm guessing it's going to need two coats. And then Steep Dreams, I think I might just like make sure that it like covers the nail and kind of do a few touch-ups. But honestly, Steep Dreams, I know it's on my pinky and my nails are really short right now, but I think one coat is pretty good with that. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other coats, and then I will show you the final product. And here we have it, all the coats on my finger. All it needs is a glossy taco. So let's paint this on real quick. I really love these colors. I think it's like a nice winter vibe. It's a surprisingly nice winter vibe. So here is the final mani with the Holo Taco David's Tea collection. Overall, I think it's a great collection. It's great for a Skittle. You get a lot of teal if that's what you're into, with a few accent colors with the white, gray, and the deep navy blue. And I think it just looks so nice for winter. So I believe that is it for today's video. Feel free to let me know what you think of the David's Tea collection from Holo Taco, and join me next week for a new video. Bye!